think about, like, say, 500-600 years ago, when did Columbus discover America? As in, like, the first European...
Like 17th?
No, it was before that. I can't remember. Is it that
1650.
We never learnt about that in school, did we?
No.
Why? Because it's just not our history? Or I think it's an important bit of history to know.
Christopher Columbus discovers America in 1492.
Okay.
Led 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Yeah, I remember them. So 600 years ago, yeah? That was one man going from Spain to South America and discovering, like, a whole fucking continent in the name of, like, some king that never set foot on the fucking plane to begin with.
So what nationality was he?
He was well, that's the thing. Christopher Columbus has been disputed, man. They say that his relatives were Greek.
It's like the last name Columbus.
Yeah.
Columbaris.
Columbaris.
No, literally, dude. They reckon he's got Greek ancestry of some fucking island. Like, it's been disputed. But yeah, he set sail in the name of, was it Spain?
Yep.
Yeah. Spain. But I think he had Greek-Italian heritage, Columbus.
But it definitely says Italian here.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's the funniest part. Do you remember that movie Play to the Bone I told you about ages ago? Woody Harrelson and Andy Banderas? Yeah. They were disputing about...
Still haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
I will.
They're talking or whatever, and then Banderas has said this, like, long speech or whatever. Woody Harrelson says, he just turns around, like, not condescending, but just like, I love you, man. I love all Mexicans. It's like, and then Banderas says, I love Mexicans too, but I'm a Spaniard. It's like, you speak Spanish Mexican, don't you? He's like, Mexicans speak Spanish. They start going off, like, into this immigration thing, like, you know, do you have your green cards? Like, yeah, of course. He goes, and he goes, who discovered this country? He's like, he goes, we discovered, like, this country, like America. He's like, Italians discovered this country. Yeah, but who paid for the trip? You know?
Yeah.
It just keeps going back and forth. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they're saying that...
So Spanish is the official...
language of what?
His
nationality? Yeah, it was Italian, but it was flying under the Spanish flag.
Okay,
like, he declared the land in the name of Spain.
Yeah, people are saying his real name was Nikolaos Gisplanatis.
Yeah, they say he was
Greek island of Chios.
Yeah, Chios, man. My old man's heritage is from Chios. It's now part of Turkey.
But they're saying he was a Greek prince.
Yeah.
So that's how he was able to... He had the means.
Yeah, that's how he managed to get money to go to fucking have these voyages across the world where no one knew where he was going.
Yeah, it wouldn't have come cheap back in the day.
Three ships, dude.
Dude, 3 fucking ships from Spain to South America.
He was aiming for the West Indies.
They would have kept...
Yeah, for the gold and the spices and stuff. Yeah. And he stumbled upon this place called the Americas.
Because they figured they were looking for another trade route. You know, because everyone used to take the Silk Road and through Asia Minor and all that. It's like, fuck that. Let's take the sea and go around.
They bumped into a bit of land.
Yeah, they found Aztecs on the other side of the world. But that's what I'm saying, man. You think about that. One guy in a fucking boat, with like 200 strong or whatever, how many people he had, lands on a fucking continent, plants a flag.
Mine.
Mine.
Dibs.
Not even mine. Like, my bosses. Like, literally. Yeah, they just start shooting.
Literally, let's kill.
Yeah.
It's already like cunts with shovels, like cultivating, just taking cunts off the land.
Yeah. And now it's like Zuckerberg creates Facebook. Everyone like signs up, starts planting their fucking seeds in there. Then after about 5 years, Zuckerberg turns around, mine. And that's it. Yeah. You sign the policy where you can use your images. Eat dick.
Everything about you, basically.
Like, eat dick. We have all your information. We have all your details.
Fine.
Where you are right now at this exact point on the Earth.
That's why I've always got my location off.
Yeah, but how many people wouldn't?
Dude, a lot of people check into their houses, man.
Mm-hmm. Dude, location off, right?
Just go home.
Are we that fucking naive? Like, I'm not going to sound like... I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just coming up with this point right now. Are we that naive that our phone has got, like... you look at your phone.
I don't know exactly where we are right now.
You're telling me,
dude, that
by pressing location on and off on my fucking interface,
it's actually
that's actually turning it off. Maybe it's just telling me that, you can see where you are. We can still see where you are, but now you can see where you are.
No, dude, yeah.
No,
I'm sure there's a few backdoor Trojans.
You're telling me there aren't backdoor fucking... anything?
Dude, there would always be a connection, for sure. To
it's
whatever.
like, dude, when that Rostevsky went missing, and they figured out where the last pings were from her phone, out in fucking Melton somewhere, you know, but where they found her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how did they do that? You're telling me she had location on?
Must have.
Dude, I never have location on, ever. Just because it drains battery and there's no need for it. Like, I don't need it on.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You go, if you're in the city and you're Googling restaurants, what restaurants come up? The ones closest to you.
Because it comes up and it says allow or don't allow.
Yeah.
You know, like you put like restaurants near me, and it comes up. And people are...
Because it pings the towers that are closest to you. So at any given point, the ISP knows where you are. The fucking government knows where you are. The people that created the phone know where you are. And then that integrates with the rest of your social media, your Google account. Come on, man. Are we that fucking naive to think that if we press location on and off, it actually turns it on and off?
Yeah.
It just...
We are that naive.
It does. No one questions this shit.
No.
You know what I mean? Every time I hear someone say to me, "Oh, I delete my passwords. I never save anything. I throw receipts out. No one's ever gonna..." It's like the paper trail's just gone.
Yeah.
You're a dumb cunt. You go to Safeway and you scan like with a credit card to buy your groceries. All of a sudden, there's a receipt printed out on their end. They've already sent it off somewhere to say that you've bought this here, there, and my phone pings and says the bank knows that I've already spent this money on what?
Yeah.
There was a cool show on Fox called Hunted, and it's seeing if you can outwit the CIA, FBI, and you're meant to go off
the grid.
Off the grid, no phone, no nothing. They'll still find you, mate. There's no fucking coming back from that. They'll find you. Your phone could be switched off, and they'll know where you are. They'll look up your mobile number, last traceable thing.
Work it out.
Just work it out, man. So you'll always be found, man.
Well, yeah, and then when we start getting chips put in our fingertips or whatever.
Yeah, but like we said, that's no different from holding your phone.
You're going to be the test bunny.
But you won't be able to... It's not like you won't be able to put your phone down and then be like, I'm gone now. They'll always have a track on you.
Yeah, but then how many people have fucking heart attacks when they put their phone down, don't remember where it is? I fucking have a heart attack.
Yeah.
People go into panic mode, man. Like, oh my God, my phone.
Start rummaging through shit, really.
Yeah, start losing their mind. Dude, I'm guilty of it.
You're trying to calm down now. Retrace your steps.
Right,
Where did you go? Dude, I'm serious.
Yeah.
How relieved are they when they leave? And it's happened to me, dude. I'm
you
guilty
see it,
of it.
You see it and you're just like, oh.
I'm starting not to be as bad, but dude, I've left my phone like...
My life support, there it is.
Dude, yeah, I've left my phone in like a shopping basket or something, and then panicked, gone back and someone's handed it in or whatever.
That feeling when you see it.
Dude, it's like you found your son. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
literally, never leave me again. I don't know how I was going to survive.
I love you, screen face.
Yeah, and then your heart goes back into normal beats per minute.
Light up a smoke.
Yeah, walk away, check your Instagram.
Like nothing.
Nothing happened, man.
It's almost robotic.
This shit would stop you in your tracks. You'll have a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, beep,
Dude, almost robotic.
beep. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Would we have done this 10 years ago?
No.
And imagine how much people would panic, like if on a worldwide electricity grid went down or something, like they decided to shut down. Dude, like, no...
Oh, obviously people like you would survive. Like, there's no...
I'd become Survivor Man, we know that. But, dude, like, imagine...
Shopping bags full of tins.
And he's got the black wall paint.
I'd just start looting... I'd start looting...
is on.
I'd go and loot tins and baked beans.
Just baked beans. Like, that's all you want.
Yeah. Maybe some tuna.
Okay.
What was I saying?
Baked beans and tuna.
It's a worldwide block.
blackout.
Yeah, so not only, like, the loss of electricity would fuck people, but just, like, no social media, like, no connection to...
You took the words right out of my mouth. Dude, when Facey goes down, what happens?
Dude, people panic. People jump on Dude, people jump onto Google and stuff. What happened? Facebook outage.
Why is Facebook down? This is bullshit.
I think that would fuck with people more than just having no electricity almost.
But it happens. Every time... Dude, I haven't had Facey for how long now? 3 years?
Easy.
4?
Easy, yeah.
I think...
4 coming up.
I think Jan will be 4 years. Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
2003 or 4. I can't remember. Like, I've lost track, right? But, dude, in that time, I've had people fucking texting me on WhatsApp or, like, whatever, and they're all just going, dude, is Facey working for you? What? I don't know. I don't have it. What? What the fuck? And, like, what's wrong? Facey's not working. It's fucking bullshit. How's it bullshit?
I'm sure it'll be up in an hour or two.
Just don't go on it for a little while.
Do you pay for Facebook? No. Do you need it to do your job? No. Do you need it to raise your kids? No. Then relax.
Do you need it to survive, to eat?
No, like literally, dude, you're right. Global fucking panic because Facey isn't working.
And all of a sudden, humanity, whenever there's a crisis, they go looting.
That's number one on the agenda.
Dude, for some reason, I could just see a bin getting thrown through good guys. TVs.
But dude, like the Christmas Day sales, did you see the fucking images? Every year it gets worse, man.
Honestly,
Black Friday sales in America.
People
brawl,
through
man.
there.
People brawl.
Dude, people are punching each other to get a big screen TV.
I'd feel so shameful.
10% off.
I'd feel so shameful clamoring to get in to like. I'd feel like a piece of shit.
What's wrong with you people?
Dude, I'd walk in like a sick cunt the next day.
Yeah.
And just pay the extra 10%, whatever it is, and just buy my TV and walk out like a normal human being.
How
Minus the
much do
fighting
you honestly
and-
save on big screen TVs at the Boxing Day
You might
sales?
save a couple, $400, $300-400, but for fuck's sake,
really?
if you're paying
what?
like a $6,000 TV,
How many people are
$5,000
going there to buy $6,000 TVs?
You'd be surprised.
Are you serious?
Oh, dude, you'd be surprised.
Why?
People are so fucking stupid, dude. People are so stupid. They think because Boxing Day sales, like they're gonna find bargains and they're gonna get shit for basically for free.
I remember I went once, and it wasn't like
It's not good.
It's just like a little bit.
Yeah, but see how many people spend money?
Yeah.
Do you see other people like you fucking sheep,
It's like
man?
zombies.
You fucking
it's like
sheep.
zombies.
Yeah, man.
The way they charge through the door and they're
Yeah.
screaming like.
Dude, I saw some
There's
news,
lines, dude. Lines outside
I
shops.
was watching
I've never
fucking
understood
24. I was watching ABC News yesterday, Arvo, and they had Boxing Day sales have commenced, and we've seen a surge in sales, la la la. They were interviewing some fucking dude from the retail sector, like some big knob, dude, some bald cunt glasses, white hair, like some old fuck. He's like
Jeff Becker.
yeah, the lines are there and they're growing, and this is a good thing, and blah blah blah. People are spending. I'm like, dude, like seriously, man, people are running out to buy like shit. Why? Like,
you don't really need it. You're just doing it.
chill
because-
the fuck out, man.
People are buying appliances, but they won't be able to,
Can't afford it.
can't afford it, yeah. Because that's why the credit card comes out. Oh, sorry, we can't
that,
pay the
10%?
mortgage. We can't pay,
18%?
we can't pay the mortgage this
22%?
That's the thing. People are not realizing that you're buying fucking shit at 10% off, but how much is your credit card, your
Dude,
interest rate?
I did that Citibank fucking bank transfer onto that card, right? And I covered my car loan and my previous transfer. Consolidated 2 different sets of finance, yeah?
to become
Zero
Working
interest.
into one.
It's 0 interest for 2 years. I ended up basically saving a couple $100 a month, right? And I'm like, mad. Thank God. That credit card, man, I could get approved to like $50,000 on a fucking credit card with no, like, just, here are my details. How much money do you earn? What are other debts and, what's it called? Dependents? Nothing, man. Cool. Done. Up to fucking, like, 50K, man. More. Like, this is a credit card. I could easily just take it.
and go buy a brand new car.
Buy a car, buy a flight to fucking
Holiday,
Europe,
yeah.
get my whole body covered in tats.
And then come back and be like, oh, I've got to pay this
All
loan
right,
off.
well, that's 22%. Like, I figured it out. The 2 years, right?
Well, we are needing that money now.
2-year interest-free period. The card only works if your balance is at less than the balance that it started at.
When you joined.
Yeah. So if you add shit to it, the interest-free period disappears. I'm like, nah. I've locked the card away. All I'm doing is paying. I figured out 2 years, I took the amount of money, divided it by 24 months. All right, this is what I need to pay every month to beat it by that point. You know what I mean?
Stay at 0.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I pay no less than what that amount. So that way, when the 2 years are up, take the card, it's on 0, tear it up, cancel it, and we're done. And that's how you fucking save money. Like, as in, that's a smart way to use it. Get cunts that get like $20,000 fucking limits on a card. Like, hey!
Doesn't matter.
Done. 18-year-olds that get approved for that sort of shit, dude. Coming out of high school, they haven't taught you how to fucking manage money. They haven't taught you how to get a mortgage.
Nothing.
The expected income. Dude, when you finished high school, did you have any idea what your first job was going to pay?
Dude, I started my apprenticeship at 17. And I was getting, I remember, clear. My first year, I think I was earning $185 a week. Clear.
Slim pickings.
You do.
Slim pickings.
That buys you
and I'd start work at 1 in the morning, yeah.
That pays for your fuel, 2 packs of smokes, and bread rolls for the week.
Well, I was working at a bakery, so free bread rolls.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you
Dude,
mean.
when you were in year
Good job.
12 graduating, did you know what your
Nothing.
first job was going to give you?
No, because they didn't guide us.
They didn't tell
fucking
us.
say nothing.
No.
They didn't, go to the careers counselor. You know what he tell us? Oh, apply for Coles and Woolies and stuff. Go stack shelves. That is legit what they would tell us. Or go start an apprenticeship. Can you help me find one? No, check the paper, career 1. They'd give you a list of like, they'd give you a list of like things you can go have a look at.
Yeah.
You fuckers, man.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
And like it's always outdated.
I could have been a fucking veterinarian. You know what I mean? Like, you could be anything.
Seriously, dude. Imagine being 18
We had no
years old.
guidance. We had no guidance.
Right? imagine short-term goals for a kid that's 18 years old, right? Wants to buy, like, list them. You'd want to buy a car,
Bookers.
yes, sluts. Right?
Gambling money.
No, but when you're 18, right? You get your first phone contract, you buy a car, you start going, if
Maybe a bit of money to...
Yeah, if you're going to uni or TAFE, or you might, even now, you have fucking 18-year-olds that are doing Kentucky tours and traveling Europe.
Yeah.
Like, dude, where the fuck did you find, like, 10K to, like, go traveling?
Credit
card.
Student loans.
Worked some fucking shit job.
Knacker's job.
Some shit job. Got some money off my parents for my 18th. We're going to do that before we go to Europe. Dude, they go to Europe, they spend 15K, come back, and then start uni. What are they earning? Well, you're going to uni fucking 4 days a week or whatever, working some shit job on the side, because like you can be a career woman or career person or whatever. So then, your life fucking expectancy, like of what you expect out of life, at that point, it's like, well, I've got 20 grand worth of debt. I haven't even fucking started life yet.
You know why? Because when we were young, all we knew was they would tell us, they would drum it into us. You have to get a job. Get a job. Just any job. You need to work.
Yeah, and go to school.
Yeah. If you're not going to school, you have to work.
Someone said
if you're not working, you have to go to school.
Yeah, someone the other day at work said to me, like an older bloke, right? He's probably in his like 50s. He's like,
back in my
my
day.
mother's so disappointed with me. Yeah, like my mother would be so disappointed with me. She said, go to school and get a job. And here I am working on Christmas Eve, you know? And I looked at him and I go, dude, I went to school. I'm still here next to you. Like, nothing changes, man. You just end up here. Another guy I heard fucking be real, like, it was dark. It was a guy at work on Smoko, and he said some shit like, these kids, all the enter scores got released, you know, like in the enrollment things.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, all these kids will end up at this fucking uni, take on an 80 grand debt, and then get the same shit jobs that we have. Like, literally.
It's just real dark in some way.
Yeah. I'm like, wow.
And he's not lying.
Oh my God.
And he's not lying.
No.
Because more than half will end up in that position. Whether you went to school or not.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll take on a HEX debt, and they'll have to fucking pay it back by working for the next 10 years at Woolworths.
Yeah, with interest.
With interest.
Yeah.
Everything's credit. It's credit based.
Yeah.
Exciting.
I actually, you know what I keep thinking about? You remember the movie Office Space? When he says, what would you do with $1 million?
I haven't seen that, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. A guy says to him, what would you do with $1 million?
And he's like, shut up.
What would you do if you had $1 million, right? It's like, he goes, I remember my career guidance counselor would say that. What would you do with $1 million? And then they ask him, well, what would you say? He goes, I never had an answer. That's probably why I end up working at Intertrade, which is like just this IT company where they're just doing data entry, because he never had an answer for anything. And this real pessimist guy that's there is like, first of all, that question's bullshit to begin with, because there would be no janitors, because no one would clean shit up if they had $1 million, like to start off with. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, dude, there will always be cleaners. There will always be fucking janitors. There will always be firemen. There will always be...
Always.
Every fucking job... For every job out there that exists, there'll be someone to do it.
Someone will cover it.
Someone will fucking cover it, because out of necessity, because they fucking have to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, I never wanted to do logistics. I just fucking fell into it because it was when I finished school.
It had to do it.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I don't have a fucking job. I can't get a job.
No one wants to do voice-activated picking.
Yeah.
It does your fucking head in, and you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, you want to kill yourself,
Yeah.
but... And people are like, well, you need a better job. Find me a better job. No one wants to fucking touch me.
No.
And then I remember...
Johnny will touch you.
I'll touch it.
2004, man. 2004, right? I think I've brought this up on one of the earlier podcasts, yeah? I finished an advanced dip in business HR.
Yeah.
Didn't agree with HR to begin with, because human resources is meant to look after the worker. It doesn't. It aligns with management and just fucks people over. They're the ones that tell people, yeah, you have till 5 o'clock to clear out your desk or out, right? That's what they do. Like, literally. Or, you know, okay, so tell me more about how the boss touched you. Yeah, look, we're not going to fucking... I said, tell me more. And you're like, okay, do you want me to write anything down? No, you don't need to write anything down. Don't worry about it.
Have this bouquet of flowers. Let's forget about it.
Take the next couple days off work. Hey, yeah, take the next couple days off work, and we'll see you Monday.
Take these complimentary chocolates as well.
You've been dismissed.
Summarily dismissed. Take this bouquet of flowers.
And shut the fuck up.
Literally. Yeah, we won't write anything down. Don't worry. You don't need to speak to them. We'll sort it out on our end. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Right? So, I finished
It's as good as sorted. Just go now.
Put yourself in my position, right? And I was in a good situation because I was still living at home. I had parents that were covering my ass on, like, food.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Sorry. Just drop the lollies on there, and it's on Gumby that's been there since the dojo.
He just mushed it into the doll.
Anyway,
Yeah, right. I was in a good situation because I was still living at home, and like my parents weren't going to let me starve. They weren't going to pay for my fuel or my phone, but they weren't going to let me starve.
They'll
Right?
put some food on your plate.
Yeah. Okay, so I was lucky. I was 19 years old in
bread and water. Here you go.
2004, man. 2004? No, I was 19 turning 20.
Please,
right?
sir, can I have some more?
Dude, think about it. I finished TAFE with like an advanced dip of fucking HR, right? Business management or some shit. Try looking at some like recruitment work, anything. Couldn't get a fucking leg in anywhere. Couldn't get an interview. The only jobs that would fucking call me back was labor force shit.
And that's all we did.
And at 19, what the fuck do I know? There's no help for me. Like, I didn't know anything. I'm like, I don't want to do this. And I just accepted it. Like,
Back then, if you were getting like $800, you'd be like,
dude, my
all right.
first job, I was getting $570 or $610 after a full week. I thought I was rich.
Yeah,
As in,
you
like,
thought-
Big ballin'.
dude, it's balling. Like,
why? Because-
540, 610.
Yeah, why? Because you don't have the responsibilities you do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay for your car, your fuel, as in your
And
your
little
phone.
do I realise, at the same time, there were blokes working by... I was like 19, 20. There were guys next to me that were in their 40s with kids and were doing the same fucking job I was.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know. Like, what did I know at 19, 20? But at 33, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Because I went through school... I also did audio engineering. I also did fucking voice performance. I've done 100 things. Only things that have ever gotten me work was my fork ticket.
That's your golden ticket, man.
That's the golden fucking ticket.
Yeah.
And would you say I'm a logical person? I'm not fucking retarded. I'm semi-intelligent. Like, as in, like, I have coherent thoughts. I don't sit there.
Yeah.
I don't scratch my name into the ground with a stick.
No, I think you're a smart dude.
Dude, I tell people all the time I'm a fucking moron because the only thing that I've actually gotten paid work out of is my fork ticket.
Yeah.
A gas decanting license.
Ooh.
Test and tag. You know, I've got a test and tag certificate.
Ooh la la.
Start a gym test and tag
Dude, I've
business.
got a test and tag certificate. Dim's test and tag.
Instead of gym, you
I
do
test
gyms.
it, tag it, bag it, and fucking disappear.
Dude, do it! Get yourself an old Falcon station wagon.
Disappear.
Dim's test and tag. Tag it, bag it, fuck off.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah, man.
Or you should start a Dim's crematorium.
Yeah, dude,
Tag and bag.
seriously. And you know what? You think about it, we'll probably make more money selling fucking...
You tag my bag.
We would probably
My
make
bag.
more money buying a pallet of fucking picture frames off Alibaba and then
Fucking
selling them on eBay for
Dude, fucking
80%.
You get that pallet in for $100 or $150, right? And you're selling, say, whatever it is for like $5 a piece.
Yeah.
Say there's fucking 500 pieces on there.
We'll go set up a stall at Wanturna Church and Treasure. Just take us back to our young days.
Nah, I'd open
Yeah.
up a warehouse and just sell out of the warehouse.
You know what this guy'd be doing? He'd be
Probably.
running off to the canteen thing and buying those hot chips and the little...
Oh, yeah. Drenched in vinegar, bro.
We sell one picture frame and
the
it
big
disappears.
white crow sauce.
Yeah.
The tubs.
Pump action.
Yeah, the pump action
White crow.
It's been there since the 80s. They just filled it, just keep filling it. They haven't cleaned it.
White crow.
There's always dried tomato
Yeah, around it.
sauce around the top of it.
Yeah,
like
man.
hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Do you remember at the footy you used to have that, man? The white
Yeah.
crow sauce, man.
White crow.
Like correct.
I can't breathe. So my cousin's tat. An idiot. I saw my cousin at Christmas. I didn't show him the Slim Shady fucking tat. Of all the cunts to show, me and him were the ones that went to the concert together. I thought I would have sent it to him.
You stupid idiot.
I am an idiot. He would have appreciated it. Not many people would have. Oh, not many people have. Just not many people would get it.
I wanted to ask you guys about breast milk.
Really?
did Baby E get the breast?
What?
I'm being serious.
What about breast milk?
Baby E breastfed?
Breastfed. He was for the start, but he fucking destroyed her, man. Fucking destroyed Ren. So she ended up pumping, and then just bottled now, man. Fuck it.
So how long was he on breast milk?
Couple of weeks, man. Oh no, as in with pump and stuff.
2 days.
Probably like an hour and a bit. But you let her fly in, man.
I did.
It just comes up in the recording.
It was hovering around Jim's crotch on the way up. I saw it.
You're fucked. Why would you say that?
I was listening to a podcast about the how beneficial breast milk is.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah, but
No, but he got some at the start of his.
Yeah, no,
That's super important, dude.
Yeah, the colostrum. It's the first bit of milk. They need that apparently. So, and then she pumped for a while, and then we just weaned him off and put him onto. So he was
As long as you got it initially, that's good.
Yeah, you got fucking big blowfly, you motherfucker.
And were both you guys breastfed?
I don't know. Probably.
I
don't know.
assume so.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because you're well-adjusted individuals.
I was just wondering because it's like it's super beneficial, super healthy, and I was on it till I was like 3.
Really?
Yeah, and my sister was like nearly 5. Like
That's a long time,
That's
dude.
fucked up, dude.
Dude, that's a long time.
Yeah, we have
dude.
this on-running joke.
5 is a joke.
We have a joke in my family, like, that's why we're all fucked up, because we've been breastfed so long. Like, I just imagine Indy, like, if I told her to suck on the boob now, she'd just look at me like, are you fucking kidding
Dude,
me?
it's fucked. People need to cut the cord. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I get it's beneficial, but then we would be selling breast milk at fucking Macca's.
It's like a pint of...
Can I get a Milo McFlurry? Would that be breast or no breast? You know what I mean?
Breast, please.
No, I'm serious. Dude, cut the fuck... That is just anxiety, man. That is a woman that doesn't want to let go.
Yeah,
No, I'm serious.
no doubt.
And I hate fucking the justification of it, where it's like, yeah, but he wants it. It's like, yeah, because that's all he fucking knows. It's a comfort thing.
Yeah.
It's like the dummy.
Yeah.
It's like the dummy. Does Eli have a dummy? No. How old is he?
3 months.
3 months, no dummy. Does he sleep?
Mate, he slept fucking 11 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Or through the night. He sleeps through the night.
We end Indy off the dummy pretty quick, but some people, like, they have dummies till
They
they're
keep
like...
it forever.
5, 6.
Needs it.
I know a 3-year-old still sucking on a dummy. And it's like, dude, you might want to get them to wean off that because that's too late now.
Bad for their teeth as well. like,
Absolutely,
pushes them
man.
out.
Yeah, but psychologically, dude, you've always got to suck on something to fucking just keep you shut and content.
Yeah.
No,
Johnny's
dude, I say this all the time, man. Like, I don't have fucking kids, right? And I'm not an expert in like rearing a kid or raising a kid or like cleaning a kid up, right? You ask me to change a nappy, not disgusted by it, but I probably would fumble my way through it because I haven't done it, right? But fuck, man, psychologically, I know you're not meant to have a kid with a fucking dummy at 3 or breastfeed a kid at 5.
That's primary school age.
That's disgusting. Like,
Almost.
not disgusting because it's a disgusting thing, but it makes no fucking sense. Oh, he likes it. It's a bonding thing. Take the kid to the park and fucking throw a soccer ball. The kid's mates have got fucking knuckles on their fucking palms and you're still breastfeeding him?
Yeah.
Is it just me?
No, the kid will have some serious...
I feel like there's awkward silence in the air, but is it just me? Like, am I wrong? Tell me, because if I'm wrong...
No, me and my sister always joke about it. Like, that's why we're so fucked up, because we, like, sucked on the boob for so long.
Dude, I went and saw Nick's little one the other day, right? It stopped off before I went to work, yeah? And he started getting drowsy. I think your mum was still feeding him, or I was holding him. Someone was holding him, and he was starting to drowse out a bit. Nick said, put him down to sleep. Like, he's tired. Don't let him fucking fall asleep in your arms. Why do you do that? Let me ask you a question.
So he knows that when he goes to bed, he can self-settle himself. That's it. We put him down, and he knows, well, once he's down and wrapped up, he has to fall asleep by himself, and he does.
At 3 months with no fucking...
no dummy.
Pacifier.
Nothing. He knows he might struggle for a minute or two, and then he's like, fuck it. And he goes to sleep.
Like, the kid's crying, just let him kick it out, and he'll be done. But that's what I'm saying. 3-month-old, no pacifier, self-soothing to sleep.
And at night, we put him down around 8 or 8:30, and he woke up this morning at like 7:30.
Yeah. Because there's routine. Like, you know, let him fucking do it himself, and he'll be fine.
I'm not having that shit in my house.
Yeah, it's not because Nick's a cunt.
No,
because he's teaching the kid self-discipline at 3 months. Because the baby will only fucking take on what you present it. If you don't present it things, then it won't take it on.
Right.
Oh, he really likes the fucking... Who gives a shit? He won't know any different if you don't show him any different.
You need to show the kid routine from an early age, because if not, you're going to get kids that are 2, 3. Oh, I think they've got ADD.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. They just don't have routine. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that. Like, the kid's running wild.
There's no fucking structure,
Because the kid doesn't have a bedtime, doesn't have a normal meal time. The kids need structure, because they don't know. They're just going to run wild, man. They don't give a fuck. They're just like, well, this is mad.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
I can't remember whose house I was at. Like, this was years ago. And the kid, they're telling me that their kid, who was like 3, had no idea why the kid was like acting up and just refusing to settle down. And it's like, dude, we were at dinner. You were giving the kid Coke at like 9:30 at night.
Yeah, that won't help.
Dude, we went to a family friend's house the other day, alright?
Yeah.
because they just had a kid and stuff. And their little one got up, and it was about 6 p.m., just got up from a nap. That's fair enough, whatever. And then first thing she drinks is Coke. 4 years old.
That's child abuse.
Dude, she comes and she says, look what I've got. Why?
Why?
See, Ren's nieces, the twins, they don't know what soft drink tastes like. They don't even know what orange juice tastes like. They drink water. They ask for water. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like, can we have water? Yes, you can.
Anytime.
None of this fucking that they might have a juice box on a special, like just have, like, you know,
change it up
a little, but a juice box, and that's like once every blue moon, dude. Cons kids, like they don't know what soft drink is. Noah's 8.
Yeah.
They don't know what soft drink is. They look at it and be like, Con tells them that's for adults, mate. I'm sorry. That's it. When you're an adult, maybe you can try some.
Yeah.
Not now. They ask for, Mum, can I have some water, please? Yes, you can.
That really pisses me off.
None of this soft drinks and all this kind of shit, and the kid needs routine. It's pretty simple.
That gets me thinking about the Christmas present thing again. I can't remember who I was with. I think it was on Christmas Eve when I was with my cousins or whatever. And they were talking about how the kids were asking for certain toys because that's what... Was it something Elf on a Shelf or some shit?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that shit?
Dude,
I've heard about
it's got
that.
accessories and everything.
Yeah, I go, what the... And I said, what the fuck is Elf on the Shelf? I go, I don't know. She goes, are you serious?
We were talking about me and Ren the other day.
Yeah.
We're on the couch and she goes, do you know what Elf on the Shelf is? I go, what the fuck is Elf on the Shelf?
Yeah.
It's like a pedophile doll.
Yeah, a chick friend told me about it just
Elf
the other day
on a
as well.
Shelf. Some doll you're meant to buy and then stash around the house for them to find.
Yeah, it's
Why?
every day, it's somewhere else.
You could do it with the fucking fountain pen. It wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Could with any toy.
Yeah. What does this Elf on a Shelf cost?
I looked it up.
It was 89, 95.
No, it was literally like around there, and then all the accessories.
Oh, you wanted a
spending
hat? You wanted a hat?
That's going to cost you.
Oh, the premium hat. Oh, the one with the feathers and shit.
The shitty hat.
Oh, that's going to cost you. That's going to run you.
That's going to run you about $15.
You're looking at around $200 for this fucking thing to sit on a shelf. I don't have a shelf. Where am I going to put this thing?
I sold the shelf to buy the doll.
I sold my shit to buy you this dumb doll. My kid's not going to fucking grow up with dolls, man. Fucking, even like, not because he's a boy, but just because like Elf on the Shelf and all this kind of shit. Like, what the fuck for?
What about like little like G.I. Joes?
Well, it depends what he's
Whatever
into.
he wants.
Depends what he's into.
Like, whatever the kid's
like,
into.
But, whatever he gravitates to.
Dude, but
like,
it shouldn't
at
be
that
the
age.
go-to distraction, like turn the TV on to shut
No.
the kid up. Man, I couldn't turn a TV on without asking until I was like 7, 8 years old, at least. Do you know what I mean? Just because I remember, man, being on holidays or being like a Sunday or whatever, and I'd be like, Ma, I want to watch TV. And she'd be like, read a book. Like, straight away, she goes, read a book, do something else. What? She's, no, you're not watching TV, go do something else. And it would force me to fucking do something else. No, like, literally, it would force me to do something else. I'd be like, alright.
I'll go jacket.
Start fucking with some toys, you know, read something, call my neighbour next door, you know, go outside, throw something around, bitch with him for a bit. But it did something else.
I remember we were only allowed to watch TV. The only time we were allowed to watch TV was after school when we were having our snack before dinner.
Yeah.
Which was like 3:30 or 4 o'clock till like 5.
Yeah, Roger Ramjet, the Raggy
Yeah.
Dolls,
Johnson and
the
Friends.
Raddies.
Yeah.
Johnson and Friends.
Johnson.
The Raddies.
Blinky Bill.
Yeah, man.
Blinky Bill.
That wasn't the Raddies.
What was it?
The Ferals.
Girls.
Nah, you mentioned that. I'm pretty sure there was something called the Raddies, man.
I don't think so.
Sorry, I can't remember some childhood show that we haven't watched in like 30 years. You're fucked. Actually, I wanted to bring this up with you cunts.
Bring it. Is
Have you guys heard? Do you know what manspreading is?
that when the man spreads his legs like an eagle?
Yeah, like a gregarious alpha male fucking pose, like in a photo or like on a train or some shit. This dude sits with like his legs wide apart. Like that's an alpha male pose.
Okay.
What, like a model or something?
No,
Or
just generally, like a model.
Or just sits
or
there
like,
like this or...
yeah, just sits there with his legs like wide apart, like, you know, like it implies that he's the alpha male sort of thing.
Like a sort of like a James Dean sort of thing.
Whatever, yeah, right?
Like the man. Like,
Okay, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, right? But that it's apparently a thing. There's also a thing called woman spreading. And this went viral
I'm
like...
guessing that's a different whole...
This went viral like 4 weeks ago, and I forgot to bring it up with you cunts. It went viral.
that just makes her a slut, right?
No, but that's the point. It was all these models, singers, you know, whatever, posing like with their legs like wide open, like not like wearing a short skirt and no jocks. yeah, not wearing like a short skirt, no jocks, but just implying that we're women and we shouldn't have to just cross our legs because society fucking.
Hear me roar.
Yeah, and they started calling it women spreading, and I looked at it and I said, this will be viral for about 2 seconds because this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. Like, are we that far gone where women need to jump on? Dude, if you were on a train and you saw a guy sitting there sprawled with his fucking legs open, taking up 3 seats and his arms out like he owned the joint, what would you say to him?
What a dickhead.
Yeah.
First thing I do is check the size of his package.
Just compare you to him.
Compare myself to him. And then back down if his is bigger.
Slink away into the carriage.
I'd be like, yeah, just
at the next stop.
Change carriages, basically, straight away. And just forget about it. No, I'd be like, look at this pig. Fucking put your legs
fucking douchebag.
Put your legs together and give other people room.
Mate, yeah. Do you want to close your fucking trap and like let someone sit down?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, I'm alpha. I sit like this.
Dude, if it was you, if we were sitting down for lunch and you were sitting there sprawled, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I'd be like, relax, man.
Relax, cunt. Like, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But then I saw this thing on, like, it literally popped up and just fizzled away. Look it up. Women spreading as a hashtag.
I did.
What'd you find on it? Nothing.
Women. I found 2 women spreading.
Yeah.
And then just a bunch of porn pictures.
Yeah. And they were making it out like it was going to be the new movement.
Young amateur gets spread.
Busty teen gets spread.
Fusty teen gets spread by principal.
Babysitter gets spread and paid.
Well, yeah, like, so women doing it is kind of like...
No, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What made me laugh was not the fact that women were posing like this, right? Because I don't give a fuck.
It'd only be like the feminist, sort of masculine type of women, right? That are like, I can do it, like, sort of thing.
No,
right?
it was everyone. Everyone came out doing it. I think Rihanna had done it. Like, all these models were doing it. But I just didn't understand, like, the logic behind it. Like, are we really reaching that far to find something to try and draw ground on? Like, look, we can do it too. It's like, dude, the men look like dickheads. You look like a dickhead. Like, relax.
Everyone keep your legs closed.
Yeah, just you look stupid. Like, everyone looks stupid, not just women. Men look fucking dumb doing it. Don't try and latch on to something that men do because you buy into the hype that it's an
I thought you guys were smarter than that.
Yeah, aren't you smarter than that? Do you want to really look like a douche? Like, does that make sense? I'm not one to say women have to sit with their legs crossed. I don't fucking believe that. But to like blatantly like force it is stupid. To force it into a series of tweets and Instagram
Look how
photos.
spread I am right now.
Yeah,
Like, if you want to do it and cop an upskirt, that's different.
I'll be the one to take the upskirt picture.
They were blowing it up like it was going to be the big thing before the year.
Dude, I honestly had never heard it.
Yeah.
As in, like, you just mentioned
I saw it in half a dozen posts. I'm like, are these cunts for real? And they just disappeared. And then at the same time, I read another thing the other day. I thought of you straight away.
Uh-oh.
There was an article about a guy that got married and said why I took my wife's last name.
I saw the article. I didn't read it.
I'm not one to do that.
I read it.
Oh, bitch, I'm not one to do that.
No, you are, because we talked about you taking Sophie Monk's surname.
You
when
be Johnny
got
Monk.
married.
That's a
Bobby Monk.
that's a special circumstance.
Why?
Okay, well, this
it's
guy had a
Sophie Monk,
special.
bro.
This guy had a special circumstance. Do you want to? I'll read the article if you want.
What, he was gay?
No, he was getting married.
Was it gay?
That's
So he took his wife's name.
so. The only reason a guy would take his wife's last name is because he was closet gay.
Yeah, because you're not like masculine.
You're an idiot. That's exactly what this article's about. Masculinity.
People like you.
Pigs.
Masculine beast.
Pigs. Pig. Yeah, see, with the lavender and the fucking tea baths and dude, I've forgotten.
So what are you saying? You'd take the woman's last name?
I'm not saying anything. Let me just read the article first before we start going off on a tangent. Because $10 you're going to backtrack and strike a whole bunch of shit from the record.
Back in my day.
All right. This dude met this bird, right? And then a few years later they got married.
Was she a stunner?
I didn't know, man.
Because that's important. That's like the whole Sophie Monk argument.
Okay. Dude, in his eyes, she was beautiful. That's why they were getting married. Okay?
Okay. Say so.
Look at the condescending fucking that. I'm going to kill you. I'm actually going to kill you.
Yeah, you take Monk's name because you're a bitch. And she should be your cash cow.
It's the only woman I'd take the last name of. A special circumstance.
Okay, yeah. It's this couple got married, whatever, blah 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 blah, after a decade of being together and yada yada. But the article wraps up with, it's a cute love story, but what happened next is truly remarkable. Instead of Jay taking on Grant's name, he took hers.
Why is that remarkable?
That was what I thought. Like, why is that remarkable? Like, who gives a fuck?
Common.
Yeah. As of this week, he's officially known as, like, Grant whatever, like, and because of his, her surname, right? We'd been talking about it for a few months. I hadn't really decided until it came time to renew my passport. I was sitting there staring at the little box where I had to write my name, and I just thought, I'm doing this. It feels right.
Well, what was his last name? Dick Pimple or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It says, his wife,
Dick Pimple.
his wife is one of two girls. Okay. His wife is one of two girls, so if she'd taken on his name, her surname would have died with her. That didn't seem fair because her name means a lot to her and her dad, whereas I'm not close to my extended family, so I have no emotional attachment to my name. Then I did some research into the history of why women take their husbands' names, and there was nothing there that recommended it as a tradition and that we should be continuing. It was always about ownership. I don't want her to feel like she was owned by me.
You're owned by her.
Everything was just pointed to this being the right thing for us to do, blah, 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 blah. 1 in 5 Australian women now opt to keep their own surname after marriage.
She owns me, not the other way around.
Almost none give that name to their husbands.
It's an M.
Taking your wife's name is somehow still a big deal in our society. For some reason, people think it makes you less of a man. Even after all my discussion with Jade and all my research, I still found myself sitting there thinking about what my mates would think. Then I realised I don't actually care what my mates think. This is not about them. This is about us.
Hang on a second. Fuck those guys.
Yeah. If I can do this for her to make her happy, then why wouldn't I? So, change his surname, blah, 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 blah. Right?
Maybe he's right. Maybe it does take more of a man to do it.
What do you mean?
Well, let me give you an example. Right?
Hit me with a troll dog.
So, Ren, right? Her last name, like her father passed away, and Ren's the last line of the name. That's it, of her last name. Ren still took my name because she said, when we have kids, I want our kids to have your name. That's it. And so she actually said to me, once we get pregnant, she goes, I'll change my name and everything she has. I didn't force her. I didn't I just said to her, whatever. I couldn't give a shit. But she did it because she goes, I want our kids to have your name, so it's only fair if I change my name as well. Yeah. It took her a little while to let go. Because
you don't want the kid to be confused when you got 5, and it's like, why do my parents have 2 different surnames, and if they're married,
Some people hyphenate,
but
that's the white... Dude, Greeks don't hyphenate names.
Nah.
Greeks, Jews...
Our names are long enough as it is, man.
Yeah, dude, we don't need an extra 20 fucking consonants.
It wouldn't fit on the passport form.
So no Wright Smiths in Greek families?
Definitely not.
Dimitri Wright Smith?
Yeah,
Dimitri Wright Smith.
So somehow I'm marrying you and my surname's changed to Smith as well.
I like that idea.
Smitty. No, but it took Ren a little bit to let go because she was the last one. There's no more of her last name. That's it.
Not in that...
Died the day she
in that tree.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as she said, she'll always
Yeah, but she knows who she is.
Yeah, and our son will always have her family in him. There's no denying it. And
your kid is half Jewish, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just a name, right? So.
Well, it depends, because if it's the last line and you think, well, that's it.
That's the end of the tree.
There's no more last name for that family. It's finished. Because
she has a sister.
She has a sister who got married to someone else, and they had girls, so there's no last name there. Me, she changed her name. I had a boy. See, if I had changed my name to her name, now my son would have had her last name.
Yeah.
But that wasn't going to happen. Because I'm not old school values.
You're an old schooler like that.
Sort of. But she actually said to me, she goes, I wouldn't make you do that. That's not, so whatever.
See, this is the thing.
To me, it's not that important.
Would you take on your prospective wife?
If she really, really wanted me to,
you'd give up the right name.
It was a big thing for her. I'd probably just do it.
Okay,
it's not that big of a deal.
What reason would you?
I don't need to live on the right legacy.
What reason would it be? Would it take? As in, what would it be to her?
Maybe
what would she have to say to you for you?
Yeah, something like with Nick's missus. If look, my dad died, and I really just wanted to carry on and really be important to my family. I'd probably be like, yeah, all right, it's not important to my family. Cool.
Yeah, the way I see it, man, because I thought about it.
Yeah, but with our names and the Jewish names, it's not like generic names, man. It's like your name, you know where you're from, if you know what I mean.
It's like
a Weinberg.
Yeah, it's like Smith or fucking, Billy Griggs. Okay, there's probably about 1 million Billy Griggs.
So if I was like Nick Weinberg, oh, you Jewish? No.
Yes. That's a big thing about where you are, where you come from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're a Papadopoulos, oh, you're Greek? No.
But But dude, your surname's Turkish.
Yeah.
Would it be easier if you married a Greek girl?
I still wouldn't change it.
You wouldn't change it? Okay.
But see, like, that's the thing. I thought about it, like, what it means. Like, because, like, I hated my surname at one point, right? A, because no one fucking pronounces it right. B, because it means two things when you don't pronounce it right. And everyone pronounced it wrong my entire life. And then I did, like, the association with it, like, based on family history and shit. And then at one point, I'm like, you know what? This is who I am. Like, I'm fucking taking it and I'm making my name my own. Like, whatever I fucking do is going to be my legacy to the name, regardless of what came before. Like, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I mean, I've got my family name tatted on me, but it's on me, on my fucking custom ring, because that's me. No one else. No one's going to confuse my surname for anyone else but me. And in Australia, I mean, my sister got married, changed her surname, right? So the only people left in this country are my old man and me. Like, literally, like, in the country. We're the only two people on the planet. Oh, and my mum, sorry, as well.
And my surname, I've looked it up, I'm the only one, as in a male, in this country with my name. But my name comes from, like, derived from a Turkish side as well. So it's a bit different.
Trader.
But that's the thing. I was thinking about it, like, would I fucking do that? As in, would I change my surname to my, like, partner's name? And I said, no, because I like being who I am. Like, as in, that's me. That's my identity. It's not like getting a haircut. This is on a government form. And I thought, would I make my partner change his surname? No, I wouldn't. No, like, I wouldn't.
No, but like same with Ren. I didn't force her. I said, it'd be nice, but I'm not going to sit here and
it's not going to change my life.
You.
Yeah,
no,
it's not going to change my life.
We're still married. It's not like it's
because I wouldn't give it up because it's just who I am. Like, do you know what I mean? For me, it's like a no-brainer. It's like, I wouldn't force you to do it, so don't force me to do it. Yeah. I don't, and it's like, oh, you know, I don't want to lose it because of whatever family. It's like, yeah, but that's your lineage, not mine. When you take on a surname, it's like, that's why when people change their names, it's a big thing because they change it for whatever reason. Sometimes they change it to disassociate themselves from something. Like, dude,
sometimes it's the witness relocation program.
Yeah. Hitler had like 3 blood nephews, like twice removed or something, living in New York City, I think, right? And they all agreed not to have kids, and they all changed their names to completely stop that fucking lineage.
Wow, that's a
period, just for the association. 3 guys, I think it was 3. They were like, twice removed nephews or something.
Said, nah.
They said, nah, we all agreed we weren't going to have kids, and the last one died like 10, 15 years ago. I can't remember. I remember reading it ages ago.
Or were they the Himmler brothers?
No, Hitler.
Himmler. They changed it to Himmler.
Oh, yeah. Just happened to be related to Himmler as well. It wasn't just an accident. Yeah.
Hitlernopolis.
No, literally, dude. Because they wanted to end that fucking lineage, you know, just to say...
And that was it. That died with them.
That legacy was going to be finished, so it's never actually brought up again, you know?
They sacrificed their lives.
Yeah, they sacrificed what they wanted just to end the line. They could have easily just changed their names and just kept going, but they didn't want the blood to keep going.
Yeah.
Just because of the association, and then... Their kids could have been fucking associated with it and just keep going and going and going.
So these guys died, no kids, and changed their names.
Because they didn't want it to keep going. You know what I mean? And that's what I think about it. I'm like, you know, I wouldn't take on my wife's name because that name represents her lineage, her family tree.
Even if it was a deal breaker?
It shouldn't be a deal breaker. That's a logical thing because I wouldn't force her to take on my name. Just because I'm, you know, no, well, I'm the male. It's like, no.
So if she had like a legit reason, like with Nick's missus, like...
Yeah, that's a legit reason.
So would you bend to that to make her happy?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, because it's like I have to turn my back on anything my family's ever, like, been associated with.
Or stood for,
without actually... Because it's not like I'm embracing something. It's like I'm not trying to embrace something else. It's like, let's create something new. Have you heard of the people that make up fucking... Not hyphenate, but actually creating a new surname? They take two...
They morph it. I was
going to say, Aussies do it a lot. They morph fucking names. Like the... me and my mate were going to do a skit, like...
Smithson.
It was the...
How would you blend Wright and Smith? That's a tough one.
Huh?
Wright and Smith.
Smythe.
Mr. Smythe.
Yeah, man.
Or Reith.
Bobby Reith.
Bobby Reith, that's hot.
No,
where do you work?
I know people do it. They combine surnames and create a new one. It's like, here's the new wall, here's the new line.
Which is fair enough.
That's a fucking thing too.
Because they're starting a new
Because it's like starting a new legacy, you know what I mean? Like a new chapter.
Which is cool.
Which is cool in its own right.
Yeah.
It's not a novelty thing. It's like, you know what, fuck it. We've gone this far, let's start our own fucking leg. And so, like, how did this happen? Well, the Anglos and the Saxons fucking met somewhere and made the Anglo-Saxons. Like, it's happened through history. It's not like it's something new. I would lean towards doing that as opposed to taking on someone else's shit purely to give up my own fucking shit.
Okay. Well, for me, if it meant something to her, like a lot, I'd probably just do it because it doesn't really mean a lot to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it comes down to where you grow up and, like, what kind of, what your culture
See, I wanted to change my name when I was younger. I wanted to disassociate myself with my last name. I was going to go to my grandfather on my mum's side.
Yeah, because he raised you.
Yeah, because my father and stuff, I had nothing to do with him. So I just said, you know what, fuck you, I'm going to do it. And my mum said, well, no. She goes, because your grandfather, his father was an amazing person. So you're not living... That's his name. That's not your father's name. It's your grandfather's name. So, and she goes, you'll make it your own.
That's exactly what I said to myself.
Yeah.
No one ever said that to me. But if I heard that from my mum or something, I would have said the same thing.
Name has got nothing to do with your father or anyone in Greece. She goes, this is your name now.
Yeah.
And now that I've had a son, it's like, well, his last name is now.
Yeah.
You know,
and he's standalone.
Standalone. So, and he'll make it his own as well. But it's got nothing to do with me. If he can do whatever he wants with it.
Yeah.
It's his, like a legacy. Like I'm passing it down to him.
Yeah. I feel like it was more important, like, back in the old days.
Yeah, but if you had a son,
where it was like...
if you had a son, you've got a daughter, right? If you had a son, would it feel different if he had the right name?
No, I don't think with Johnny it would, because Johnny doesn't have any standing that way or the other. Because he's not that tied to his cultural heritage or background like, say, we are, because that's how we grew up.
What if her name was Dick Pimple?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with
Maybe
it.
then.
I'm just saying this. Growing up,
What I was saying was, I feel it was, like, important back in the day, like, because your name, people knew about you because of your name. Like,
your reputation precedes you.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas these days, it's kind of just like, I don't really think it's...
Oh, dude, I hear about it all the time. Hey, man, did you hear about that Johnny fucking Greg? Oh, that cunt. He owes me half a pack of smokes.
You know, like, with royal families, or if you were, like, a little bit well-to-do, you'd be associated by your last name.
But they're all incest anyway, man. They're all married the same name anyway.
That's a different thing altogether.
They married the same name. They're all incest.
Yeah, dude, if you want to look at royal families and just the lengths they went to keep the stock
Up until
going.
recently. They marry into the same name so they don't change the surname in the bloodline.
Yeah.
But even, like, you know, you were...
He changes his name, he finds out he's like royalty somewhere in fucking Sweden. It's like, wait, no, I'm alright. Well, it says here you're a dick pimple.
Prince Dick Pimple.
Prince Dick Pimple.
The Prince?
No, you know, like,
The
last
Prince
names...
of Dick.
Like, people associated your last name with your line of work and stuff. Like, it was a lot more of a thing. But now it's just like, fucking, there's so many names. It's like,
Well, my
really care. It's like,
my
whatever.
grandfather's name.
I'm my own person. Like,
My grandfather's name on my mum's side in Greek translates to coffee maker. So obviously, somewhere down the line, someone was like a barista, coffee maker.
That provided
Yeah,
it would have provided
beans,
grains and beans, yeah.
So that's what my grandfather's name translates to. So,
But dude, I've got a relative through my dad's side, like my uncle, like my dad's brother-in-law's sister's kid. You know what I mean? Like from the other side, but just through marriage. And she didn't have a relationship with her old man at all. And she got to a point where she was like 30, I think, 28, 30, somewhere there in the late 20s, early 30s. And she changed her surname to match her mother's and her uncle's because they raised her, not her old man. Mm-hmm. Like, so she'd carried her old man's name for 25, 30 years and then said, you know what, I don't have a fucking relationship with this person.
No association.
Why am I carrying his name? I don't want, even if it came to public record and someone had to search her name and then automatically see his name straight off the bat, just because of the surname, she didn't want to have a bar of it. So she changed it to match her uncle and her mum because they raised her and she felt the connection with them.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't really... It's not an issue for me.
Just Johnny Hungwell. Johnny Hungwell.
I'm just more of like we're all people rather than like... You know, each person's different. Like, you're your own person, so a name just doesn't mean a lot to me.
Yeah, but for me, knowing where my grandfather came from on my name, like, I'm making it my own, like we said, but knowing what he had to do to make it to Greece... because he was Greek, but living in Turkey under the
Ottoman occupancy,
right? So they were forced to learn Turkish and everything, but he escaped and made it his own. And he went to Greece and he started a family of his own, man. So that's where I look at it. It's like what he had to do to get out of war to make it his own. So they could have taken that name away from him and then said, "Fuck you, this is your name," like something full Turkish. Because my name at the end is Turkish.
See, with me. Like, my first name comes from my mother's father, right?
With the Turk.
Dude, my first name comes from my mother's father, right?
Like, for me, it's just a fucking name. Like,
And in that family, right, like within that family, like mum's got 3 siblings.
Not
yeah?
to him, it isn't.
Oh. What's the why say it wild, right?
How dare you dishonor your ancestor?
he'd be spinning in his grave right now.
Yeah.
Dude, out in Kelly country. Dude, my mother's...
I swear that's him, dude. That's not even joking. Anyway.
My mum has 3 siblings, yeah? She's got a sister here and she's got 2 brothers in Greece. In every family, so like mine, my cousins here, my cousins in Greece, there is someone called Demetrios. There's a son in every family called Demetrios, yeah? So we're all named after him. My surname's from my dad's side, right? Obviously they're all in Athens. My dad has a brother who's got the exact same name as me, right? Now, my old man didn't know his siblings growing up. Like that side, from his old man's side. He knew because like his mum got remarried, and like my grandmother got remarried and had like more kids or whatever.
Yep.
So I grew up knowing like my aunties, my dad's half sisters, but I didn't know my dad's side. That's a long story. I'll save for another fucking podcast. But he only met like his half brothers and sister from his old man's side about 10 years ago, probably just over, right? 10, 12 years ago.
The old reunion.
Literally, he flew to Greece and had a meeting, a first meeting with him. Yeah, but I spoke to my uncle who has the exact same name as me. And I've seen the guy like, half a dozen times. He's come here, came to my sister's wedding. I went to Greece. I've had lunch with him. Like, I know the guy, right? But the first time I ever called him up, I was apprehensive about him because like they'd stayed away for how many years, and so I'll explain it one day. But I remember the first time I spoke to him on the phone, I called him up. I'm like, hey,
Big D.
literally, I'm like, hey, he goes, yep. I go, is this, Demetrios? So such and such, yeah. I go, well, and I said my name again. He's like, huh? I go, I'm such and such's son. I'm your nephew. I'm like, duh! And he goes, oh, we've got the same name. And I thought, yeah. And I like laughed along with it. And then I thought about it. I'm like, we don't actually have the same name, mate. Like, I wasn't named after whoever the fuck you were named after. We don't have the same name.
That's where it comes down to first names as well.
Do you know what I mean?
Dim would have been named after the same. Yeah, exactly.
I was named after my mother's father. That has an elaborate fucking history to it. My grandfather from my mum's side, fucking
It was just a coincidence.
Yeah. Rebuilt a village during World War II. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole other history. A rich fucking history and its own story. So, like, my uncle, my dad's half-brother, who has the exact same name as me, does not have the same name as me. I know the historic meaning behind my name, and I don't know where the fuck he got his name from. But it's not the same as me. Does that make sense?
It was just a coincidence.
It was just a happy coincidence because my first name, Demetrios, is common as shit in Greece. Everyone here says, oh, that's an interesting name. Like, not really, dude. You go to Greece or fucking Russia, there's about 1 million of us, a couple million, just floating around. But that's the thing, man. Exactly the same name, and I've got fucking the same blood as half these people, but it's not the same name. Mm-hmm. And for me, that meant a lot. Like, I didn't say it to him, but in my back of my mind, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah, cool out, mate.
We don't have the same last name, cunt.
Like, just chill, because I know the family history and how we all got here, and let's not get fucking folksy all of a sudden, like we're finding common ground, because we don't actually have any common ground. We need to build some common ground.
You're not my brother, damn.
She's not my mother, Todd. So we made it to full circle.
That's what you should have said.
Full circle. Do you reckon he would have gotten the reference?
Doubt it.
Fucking, it's 3 a.m. here. I've called up Grace. Same name, huh? She's not my mother, Todd. How the fuck did we go full circle?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, dude! I just picture his scowl. His fucking scowl, man, in the face.
Little spoiled rat.
Oh fuck, man, my heart.
There's something maybe the stats man can look up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dicks, type in dick. No, I'm just kidding.
So dicks, type in dicks. Like, that's all it is. You're such a dickhead.
I'm sure you're well educated on dicks.
Dicks,
Yeah,
type in dicks.
I know all about dicks.
Such a schmuck.
I want to know, I purposely didn't look this up, and I'm probably going to freak myself out by doing it right now. But I wanted to look up instances where a ceiling fan has fallen on someone and completely just fucked them up.
As in like a spinning fan, like in a
Just a spinning 3-bladed fan that you put on your ceiling.
Why?
Because I have upstairs, every room has a ceiling fan, and every time I'm sitting under it, they all squeak. like they're all loose or something.
Well, there's a Thai girl here that got her head sliced open.
Are you joking?
No.
Jesus.
There you go. That's what happened. And it...
But that hasn't come off the ceiling.
Yeah, but the fucking blade had come off and sliced her.
It looks like she just walked into it.
No, well, it's fallen. And it kept rotating.
Oh, the actual blade's fallen.
Yeah, so it fell and kept rotating.
Oh, okay.
And it sliced her
Well,
open.
it's still got movement. It's still got momentum, so you'd think it'd fall and slice.
Because every time I'm sitting under them,
I
right?
think that'd be a bigger fucking factor in putting them in.
Yeah.
Dude,
This is what I'm getting
primary
at.
schools, kindergartens, elderly people's homes.
Every time I'm sitting underneath them, whether it be in my bedroom or my lounge room, I look up and I just hear it squeaking and how fast it's spinning. I'm like, if this thing fell, it would decapitate me.
Yeah. Someone actually questioned it. Can these ceiling fans kill you in your sleep?
Yeah.
In a hot day?
I freak out about it. I need to have them on because it's hot up there, but I freak out every time. I'm like, this thing is squeaking. What if it just fell? Like, it would literally slice my head off.
It's actually called fan death. Technically applies to any electric fan, including ceiling fans that are in the room with a sleeping person. You got one above you while you're sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what's funny?
I don't want to get fan death.
Those are staples.
You dead.
You're gonna die.
You go die. I'm sorry, brother.
Or you're gonna die. But you're gonna feel real good.
Like, dude, this thing spins.
Pablo.
This thing spins so fast and it squeaks.
Yeah, it's because you probably got it on like super fucking.
And I'm just like, what's stopping this from just just spinning off? Like, it's just coming away.
Well, people have died from it.
German engineering.
That's a good engineer.
Like something that's spinning so fast for so long, like, surely something's going to come loose
Those
somewhere.
are staples. Those are staples in fucking hospitals, kindergartens, primary schools, everywhere. You think by now that technology would have been phased out.
Falling fan injures student. He's got like a little Nelly thing on his cheek.
Nick on his cheek.
Andale, mami.
Yeah. Uh-oh, what's happening now?
Ride with me with his own the good song.
We've had this discussion.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
Yeah, so I really thought that technology would have been, because it's potentially it's a spinning blade that could kill you at any moment.
Dude, absolutely, and it's still got momentum as it's coming down. Even if it comes down, it's just miraculously going to stop.
And the one in my lounge room is really low. Like, if you put your hands up,
Probably,
it'd snap you, it'd take your fingers off.
You used to do it as an experiment, yeah? Like, see if you could stop it?
Nah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So you couldn't find anyone that was, like, decapitated?
Not decapitated, but severely injured. The guy got his head sliced open.
Yeah, that was different, though. That was one of the fan blades. Like,
Well, there's the Asian kid that just there.
yeah, but that little nick on his cheek, that
Yeah, but it fell on him.
probably wasn't spinning.
I was going to bring this up last week.
Oh, if I die, I die. Leave it at that.
You'll be fine.
I'm going to bring this up. I was reading. You always,
Hopefully my big muscles, it just bounces off my big muscles.
thank you. You bring up your big muscles. Perfect lead into what I was going to say. You always bring up your superhuman capabilities, right? Even though we've never seen you walk faster than anything.
You've probably done about 45 steps today.
For the day. That's a day. Walking from his car.
If that.
Yeah. You rolled on the floor. I was reading an article. Some French study claims that humans have reached the upper limits of physical capabilities.
As in, we're not going to get stronger.
We're not going to get stronger. We're not going to get much stronger. We're not going to get much faster than we are.
That sounds like a stupid argument.
Why is that?
Because, like, what about Icelandic strongmen?
No, but I'm saying they're not getting any stronger.
So there's going to be no more world records of, like,
as in, like,
the biggest cylinder block lifted.
Yeah, as in, like, from 1900 to, say, 2000, we saw records getting broken in exponential speed because,
Could that be
like,
steroids and stuff?
well, not really.
Or sports science.
Sports science, you know what I mean? Like, people started lifting more. We started focusing on nutrition and, like, all that sort of shit. So, like, Usain Bolt's record is probably not going to be broken for fucking ages. Do you know what I mean?
Johnny can break it.
Yeah, without using anabolic steroids, without using chemicals.
Just natural performance.
Yeah, we are at the peak of human capabilities. How do you feel about that?
That's really interesting.
It's fucking weird. Like, to think that we've evolved to this point now that we're not going to get any fucking stronger or faster. Like, life expectancy basically is it's not at its peak because we're still inventing medicine to prolong life. You know what I mean? We're fighting cancer and we're figuring out ways to, like, live longer.
At the same time, eating chemicals from corporations.
At the same time, exactly, yeah. We're fucking still they haven't banned smoking yet. You know, we're still taking noxious fumes in from fucking
They
power
haven't
plants.
banned refined sugar, which
is cancer, right? But as far as strength and speed and blah, 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 we're at the peak. And remember what Musk was talking about, like, adding on shit to, like, basically open up more capabilities within our brains and our abilities. Because right now,
Yeah, well, there's like CRISPR and stuff. It's gene editing. Where they can actually
we talked about
edit your
that.
genes to give you like if you want blue eyes or
exactly. So
that will be the
cheating.
next.
do we?
Yeah, that is
that's
cheating.
the thing. We're not going to see any more broken records anytime soon, or at least not exponentially. Like, we're not going to shave a whole second off Usain Bolt's 100-meter dash. What's his record? 9.2 something.
Something ridiculous.
Yeah,
Something ridiculous.
You're moving 10 meters in under a second, right?
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fuck. When he picks up, what's his peak speed when he runs? Like, when he hits like his stride.
Let me.
Like, off the block, he takes 2 seconds to get the maximum speed, and then he runs essentially at max speed for like the last.
Good question.
No, it is,
What would you guess it to be at?
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, you're running 100 meters in 10 seconds, so you've got to be going fucking fast.
What do you reckon?
I've got no idea. Dude, I'd be way off the mark.
I'll say 50 something, 48, 46.
Is that 44.72 k's an hour? Dude, that's pretty quick, dude. If you think about it, like in a car doesn't feel quick.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about when I go
As
through
a
a 40
human
zone.
on 2 legs.
See, every time I roll through a 40 zone, I'm like, I could get out and just run so much faster.
but
You're doing Usain
statistically,
Bolt.
You can't.
You're doing a Usain Bolt.
You're literally, if you're running faster than a 40 in the 40 zone, you're literally running faster than Olympic sprinters.
Maybe I could break it. Feel like
You
I
get out there in your Alexis on Fire t-shirt, your backward cap, eating your Starburst lollies,
get the stopwatches out, boys.
digging out a durry into the sandpit where they did the long jump.
I'll run it with the durry in my mouth. I'll break it with the durry.
Imagine this guy with the fag hanging out of his mouth just bolting.
and puffing.
Yeah.
Blowing rings. As I'm running.
Remember, he did it in his last run. Where he did it, I think he matched his speed. He didn't beat it.
No, he matched
but
it.
he matched it. And he's literally glancing back at the cuts
Smiling.
behind him and he's smiling. Yeah. That's funny that you just said that. You roll through a 40 zone and you're thinking, I could literally get out and
Every
run faster
time.
than
It
this.
feels like I could easily run faster than that.
According to science, you can't. Like,
Well, maybe I can. Maybe it's like 40 is like normal, and then to get that extra bit of speed is like really impressive.
no
Maybe.
chance. What's the average running speed? Stats. I love he put his phone down like it was wrapped for the day. You're still on the clock, cunt. We're not
So what do you want
done.
me to say?
What's the average human? What do they run at? Like, what speed? Like,
Average human running
between
speed.
25 to 35.
I think I might be right. I think it might be around
Average
40.
human running speed.
Yeah.
Well, they've based it here on Usain Bolt. They say 45 k's, which is bullshit.
No
Not
one
every
runs-
cunt can.
Yeah.
Maybe people can. They just can't sustain it for that long like he does.
Fuck off, man.
Like maybe I could reach
So
45
they say
for like
here.
20 meters.
So you're looking at around 28 k's, 28 to 30 k's.
That's a big
We'll
difference.
say 30.
Say 30. Say 30 k's.
It's around that. That's 10
he's another,
kilometres.
he's another 15 on top of that.
That's a big difference.
But how slow does 10 feel when you're in your car?
Yeah.
Feels like a joke.
But over 100 metres, you'd be left for dead. And the other person would be fucking end up metres in front of you. Not just, a step ahead of you.
I want to figure out my peak running speed.
Yeah, but you're not going to maintain it. Like, when Usain Bolt runs the 100 metres...
Yeah, I'm not talking about maintaining
No,
it.
I'm saying, like, when these sprinters run the 100 metres, they gear up because they're not running from 45.
It bursts.
Yeah, it's a burst. Like, they pick up the momentum, they hit their peak, and then they trail out, but then they keep running for, like, a good 400
lap,
metres
yeah.
just to bring it back down so they don't jar something out of place. That's a lot of acceleration, just like, do you know what I mean? There's no way we'd be able to keep up. You wouldn't hit that speed to begin with.
No.
Yeah, I'm curious as to know like what kind of peak speed I could reach. Not
Well, let's
maintaining
do it. Let's go to fucking.
figure
Let's
that
go to Science Works.
Yeah, I was going to say Science Works.
You can actually do it.
Yeah, on that the thing with the lights light
Yeah,
up.
man.
Yeah, they had Kathy Freeman running in a silver suit.
I reckon they still got it there.
Yeah, it is still there.
Would you go to an experiment? Would
Yeah.
you do it? Don't smoke for that day, as in just in the morning. Don't smoke.
They need a long job.
Don't eat a long john.
Aw.
Have your wheat bix with your fucking Milo
Extra Milo.
It's just eating the can of a Milo.
at the start line. It's like fucking pours the candle over
Popeye's
your face.
spinach. Johnny's spinach is a tub of Milo and a curry.
He grabs an 18 mil.
And soda water.
I'm ready.
He's all bloated.
Hey, Johnny, do you need a stretch? Nah.
He's all bloated, takes one step, shits his pants. And we're just sitting there with a stopwatch, like, let me know when you're ready, mate.
Johnny, you've hit about 14 k's, dude.
I'm going to say right now, I reckon I can hit 40.
Nah.
Dude, you are fucking dreaming.
off your head.
You know what?
Well,
You
if the
are
average-
off your head.
Wait, if the average is 30, I reckon I can hit 40.
I reckon you're off your head and you got, like,
Dude,
dude,
you saying this is
you know
a
what
supreme
you suffer
athlete.
from? I'll tell you what.
No, I know what you're going to say.
Delusion!
There's
That's fucked!
Jimmy, I know what you're going to say. There's actually a word for it. It's like people that...
Delusion. You nailed it.
No, there's another thing for it, another term for it. It's like specifically for that sort of thing, when you think you're capable of something, but you're really not.
Misguided soul.
But I think I can hit
So
40.
far, you can take on the world in the apocalypse. You're the champion frisbee thrower. You can outrun Usain Bolt.
I didn't say I could outrun.
Do you know what we needed to?
I said I
We
could
need to
hit
take
40.
a profile photo of you with just a durry in your hand and your soda water.
You know what?
List of accomplishments, list of achievements, list of capabilities.
You know what we need
like
to do?
Terminator.
We need, okay, if we go to Science Works, we need to dress him up in the old school running outfit like Bruce Jenner.
70s.
Yeah.
Sweatpants.
Adidas,
Yeah.
3 stripes.
Yeah, man.
The leaf.
And you have to do the, at the end when you hit the line?
Oh, chest out.
And the paparazzi.
Yeah, man.
I need 2 sweatbands. For
Red and blue and white, man.
And I'm just going
How
off.
did I do? 16 kg.
Keeling over, just coughing up phlegm. I just looked at the stopwatch. I'll have an old school stopwatch as well.
I need you to prove stuff, Johnny. I'm a stats man. I base my stuff on facts.
I'm just saying, if the average is 30 and going 40 in a car just feels like I could easily just get out and run as fast as this, I think I could hit 40.
Yeah, you know what, man? I reckon.
Maybe not for long.
I reckon.
But these bursts.
You're picturing yourself in high school when you're at the peak of your fitness. Because you know why, man? I copped it when I first started playing indoor.
What reality here?
When reality hit me. I started playing indoor in 2012.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
When keeping it real goes wrong. Alright? I'll be honest, Johnny. Because, like, you were like me. Like, we played a lot of sport. We're always active, la, la, la. And I fucked with everything. Soccer, footy, basketball, like everything.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Right. Okay? In 2012, I got
Box
a call.
ploughing.
I got a call from a mate saying, come down and play mixed indoor in Moorabbin. Because she goes, you're the only guy that's in the area that can get there within 20 minutes.
The ring-in.
Yeah, the ring-in. I'm thinking, yeah, all right, mixed indoor, playing against girls, I'll be fine. Like, this is 2012, so how old was I? 26, turning 27. At the end of, like, my peak era, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, yeah, I go to the gym, I work a physical job, I play sport, this is easy. Dude, I got out there. The first run off defence, like I'm in the back line, the ball's gone rolling and this chick started running for it. I took 4 steps. She's gone around me, and I've just, like, turned, and she's already, like, 10 yards past me, going for a goal. All of a sudden, I've just gone killed over. What the fuck? Dude! After 5 minutes, I was demoralised, man. I sat on the bench and just said, what the fuck have I been doing? I go, this is fucked. It actually motivated me to get on a bike, start doing cardio, just to get my fitness up. Then I started playing futsal, like actual league, with just dudes, yada, yada, yada.
Bayswater Possums.
Yeah, exactly. And then we started playing mixed teams. We were playing teams of, like, 7 dads and, like, their son. And we were playing teams that, like, played fucking professional league soccer and they were using it as just their fitness during
The
winter.
Dingoes ain't my baby team.
Yeah. So, like, and at the start, man, we were a fucking rabble. Like, we were all, half of us, like, smoked, half of us were rocking up the games with beers, like, we were fucked. And then slowly we found our groove. A lot of us got fitter.
What'd you do last night, OD'd?
Dude, I started playing futsal. I started playing futsal literally because my mate called me. He's like, how's your legs? What? How's your legs, man? You still going to the gym? Yeah, why? We need players for futsal tonight. I'm like, okay, I can try. And I rocked up. I died in the arse. It was only after fucking 3 seasons when I suddenly felt like I was in stride. You know what I mean? So I agree with you, as in, you probably think you can run a lot faster, and the perception of speed in a car as opposed to fucking
Way
walking,
different.
Way different. Dude, if you're on a bike, a leisurely speed on a bike is like 25 Ks.
We would do it. We had the K counter and stuff.
K counter.
When me and this guy would go between 25 or 28 Ks an hour.
Maybe.
And that's us, like, pedaling.
If we hit a hill, going full ball down a hill, you'd hit 45, 50, 55.
Yeah.
And I'd scream the kilometres out. Like, dude, we're hitting fucking 50 Ks,
And
You'd be flying down a fucking hill on a bike.
And you think, this is not that fast in a car, but...
Yeah. It's the perception of speed, dude. And trust me, man.
Like, I know you've got massive calves.
It's just legs like Arnie.
I know that.
Paints pants
Have
on.
you seen Usain Bolt's legs? Skinny as fuck.
Yeah, but he's wily. Like, look at his frame.
And he's a supreme athlete, dude.
That guy lives and breathes training.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a smoke, doesn't have a drink. Like, literally lives
He'd be
and breathes.
oxygen tanks. He'd be, like, he's breathing, limiting... Dude.
Dude, it's like, you know what, man? It's
When
like,
we leave here, drive down the road at 40 and I'm going to just run past you. Go, see ya.
run past
I'd hit you with my van, man.
You'll see the car take off, and you would just go, yeah, nah, can't be fucked.
And if he's been
Actually,
here, I'll just
Do you want to
sideswipe
film
him.
it? We'll film it and put it up on Facebook.
You know what? There's no one on the streets today.
Yeah, the streets are dead.
Dude, you roll past at 40, right? So you're already at 40 and you're cruising, and I just, like, I join in and run next to it.
Dude, the streets are dead. We could easily do it.
Done.
Fuck off. We have
Done.
to, we have to
35
film
degrees
this.
outside. You gonna do it?
I love the heat.
You go downstairs, you'll be puffed out from the stairs, and then you'll light a durry, and you'll be like, yeah, time to go home.
We'll have a durry before we do it.
Of course. You crazy? I don't run without a smoke.
What are you, nuts?
What are you, nuts? Nah, dude, it's the perception of speed.
All right, we'll see.
Dude, it's like the power lifters. Like you see on, like when you go to the gym and they have all the videos of bodybuilders and powerlifters and XFC and shit, or whatever. And there's fucking the Asian weightlifters, and they're lifting 200 kilos, like in a clean jerk and press. And I'm like, this is the 60 kilo division. These Chinese weightlifters have got legs the size of cinder blocks.
Yeah, they're all on roids.
They weigh 60 kilos. I weigh 85, 90 kilos, dude. These guys look massive, and they weigh 60.
I tell you what, the clean and jerk thing, like, or even just the
Yeah, the standard.
but like the most I can do, because I did it actually a few weeks ago for a
Yeah.
laugh. I lifted 115, and that's me like struggling, dude.
Yeah, and you weigh 100 kilos.
I weigh 100 kilos, so I'm lifting my own weight. But that's me struggling.
These guys weigh 60 kilos. They look like jockeys. Like, their size is...
But they're
they're
stocky as fuck.
They're as tall as a jockey, but
Yeah.
their fucking legs are like bricks, but they only weigh 60 kilos. They are like racehorses. There is not an inch of fat on them.
Yeah.
All muscle, all strength, lifting 3 times their body weight.
Yeah, it's
How
crazy.
the fuck does that work?
Johnny can do it.
That's my point.
Right.
We're at the pinnacle of
No,
like...
I'm not going to say I can lift that much at all. No.
Look at the face! Look at the
40Ks,
face!
40Ks on leg speed. I feel
You
like
are such a cocksucking troll, I swear to God. You do, but you know what shits me the most about you, dude? You do all this without proving anything.
I'm ready to
We're
run.
just meant to take your fucking word for it. Like, it just is how it is.
Yeah.
All right.
If we ever did a podcast...
We're doing it now,
on a
we're filming it.
Dude,
Do it.
if we ever did a podcast on like a stage or like in front of a crowd, I would fucking call you on this shit. I'd get you to get up and start doing push-ups until you drop.
And I'll blow everyone's mind. With these.
Like those stage shows with the snake oil charmers where they sell the snake oil salesman.
Snake oil, yeah.
Yeah, snake oil salesman, yeah.
I'm King Snake.
I'm not an actor, and this man is not my son, but he had it, and he testifies that it's great. Yes, it's great. I feel great.
I was doing push-ups the other day. 3,000 I got to.
the one finger push up.
Like Ron Jeremy.
You know what I was doing? I was doing like on my fingertips.
The military presses.
How many did you do? 3?
I saw Mark Wahlberg do it in Daddy's Home. So I just like, man, that fucking what a workout! It engages like all the muscles in your back and everything.
You didn't
just by-
realise?
No, it's like the first time I've done it. I do the triangle ones, but I've never done it on my fingertips.
Dude, I remember being...
Got to about 60 and I was getting
This is
a
the
little bit
sad
tired.
part, man. I remember... Because I didn't have fucking...
You didn't want to make Mark Wahlberg look bad,
I was
so you
starting to
stopped.
feel the burn after 60.
Dude, because as a kid, because I didn't have, like, sugary
7.
drinks, and I was always outside, yeah, and we didn't eat junk food, when I started doing taekwondo and karate, every time we'd fuck up in class, the punishment was, like, doing 50 push-ups, doing 100 sit-ups. Like, literally, someone fucked up, 100 sit-ups in the corner. Dude, by the end of the week, I'd end up doing like 1,000 sit-ups and push-ups. Dude, finger presses, my knuckles had bruises on them from fucking doing knuckle push-ups as like 10 years old.
Do you make your paint his fence as well? Like up and wax on myself?
No. That's why it baffles my mind when people say to me, I can't do a chin-up or I can't do a push-up.
That baffles my mind.
Like, that's the pinnacle of like human conditioning. If you can do a chin-up.
It's like,
are you for real?
we should be able to do it.
It boggles my mind, dude. I was fucking 7 doing chin-ups. Like, it was nothing. Not because I was special, but just because I thought that's what everyone fucking did.
Conditioned.
Is it that weird?
Dimmy, son.
No. Like,
Master Dimmy.
dude, I'm being honest.
Give me the crane stance.
Is it that much of a big deal?
Pick up your pants.
I think it is.
What?
Don't you when you exercise today?
You can't
Suck this Paul 50 times.
You lost me, Johnny.
I think it is.
I rarely edit anything out of our podcast. That's going to go.
What, the sensei wanted you to suck his pole? He probably did.
You're fucked.
I find
seriously?
it. Yeah, I think people should be able to just do chin-ups and push-ups.
That's not a big deal.
As a minimum.
Like, that's not a big call.
Dude, as a minimum.
It's not like a big ask, is it?
No, man. Dude, as a minimum, people should be able to do that.
It is, yeah? I was going to ask, this is what I was going to say about the whole human conditioning thing. Do you think we should okay anabolic steroids and such in order to keep the achievement thing going?
No, that's cheating.
Because then where does it end? Like,
Yeah. So, like, otherwise you're going to have, like, androids.
What are we going to get? The T1000 coming out? running the full circle again? Running the 100-meter sprint?
Cyborg?
Yeah, man.
Picture Robert Patrick at the relay race? Usain Bolt version 2.0.
Yeah.
He's got the red eye and he passes at the T1000. T1000's just running past in a cop uniform.
He runs really fast in
Yeah,
there.
dude.
yeah, he catches a car.
Yeah.
Dude, he runs past in a cop uniform.
man.
In the relay.
And just sticks his finger up. Anyway, when's your parking run out, Dave?
I'm pretty sure it's closed.
Alright.
Hang on. Let me just suss this out.
Oh, fuck.
Timer, what the hell? That can't be right. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm alright. Anything you want to add?
No, because I've got to do some work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, did you want to get lunch? What are you doing?
Yeah, I've got to go to place settings just to drop off some martini glasses.
Fucking hell, I'm hungry.
I got to pick up Rat Girl.
I thought you were going to take a 100-meter sprint.
Yeah.
No, are we not... Because we're recording this, dude.
Yeah, I'll run.
I love how he's still eating Starburst lollies. Like, nothing.
They're for my energy when I sprint.
All right, we can do it in this street here.
Dude,
in small street.
I'll go to the edge of the street.
And he can bump you while you
plant it. I'll plant the fucking car. I'll plant my foot down and get to 40. Because my car will do it. Like, your barge will take a bit to...
It's a grease lightning.
Yeah. No. Out of all of us, I've got the car that'll get to 40 the quickest.
Yeah.
Like, that's not an argument. It's legit.
Van could go, yeah.
The van just truth takes out. No. Look at him. He's doubting it now because he knows I'm going to call him on it.
No doubt, bro.
All right, let's go.
All right. No. We'll line up at the end of the street. I'll go down once to see at what point 40 starts.
You're going to cheat, though. You'll be sitting on 50.
I'm not going to cheat. Why would I cheat?
You'll be like, you couldn't do it.
Do you want me to film the taco? Like, I'll risk my license again, and I'll film the taco. I'll be holding a phone to the fucking taco.
Oh, he's got 1 point left?
Yeah.
It's for you to run 40 Ks.
Pulls me over, like, why are you holding your phone while you were driving?
Run 40.
Because my mate reckons it can keep a speed of 40k an hour.
No, he couldn't. The copper. What is he, nuts?
I lose my license because of you.
Listen, mate.
No, the rule is I just have to keep up with the car for however long.
Yeah,
Like
to maintain
2 seconds.
To maintain 40 kilometres.
I said I have to hit the
If
peak.
you like,
I have to hit the peak at 40.
I'll tell you what. You can stand on the side and film him. I want to film his reaction. I'll drive past the 40 Ks initially so you can see the car fly past.
Mouth open, like, uh-oh. Maybe I was wrong.
And then I'll be like, I accidentally didn't film it.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
You can't.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm happy to do it.
Let's do it.
But we're putting it up on Insta. Like, this is going on Facey. You haven't uploaded Dick on YouTube? This will be it. Closing 2017.
Yeah. The run to end all runs.
Run, and we never hear from him again.
I'll be called the 40K man.
The 40 King, man.
The 40K boy.
All right, let's do it.
All right, if you want to do it, I'm happy to do it.
Let's get down.
Look at this cat. He thinks I'm fucking around.
Well, have a happy new year.
Yeah, have a happy new year, everyone.
Thank you for a great year, and thanks for listening to us, gibberish.
Jesus, 2017 closing.
Finish. This is our last episode for 2017.
Yeah, are we doing one next
will it
week?
be?
And we've got time off?
What day today?
We'll see how we go.
I don't even know what I'm doing next week.
See how you go with work. I'll see how I go with work.
I don't know. I think it's getting a bit funny.
Bob is going to be running 40 Ks up and down the gully.
Oh, dude, he's going to attempt to run. He'll pull a fucking hamstring or something.
I don't pull hamstrings, bro.
His Achilles just falls out. It just drops it. The muscle.
Now, before we do this...
The tendon just falls.
Before we do this,
like butter.
Before we do this, I want you to know I haven't done any form of exercise.
Oh, fuck off!
At all.
Dude, you take 20 minutes to stretch. I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't want to stretch.
See, this is the thing.
Stretching's for pussies.
Dude, this is the thing. I want you to be perfectly clear on this, right? I have no doubt that you were once fast in your heyday, all right? And I have no doubt you're probably quicker than me even now, right? I weigh fucking more than you. I got bad knees and bad lungs, okay? I've no doubt.
guarantee I'm quicker than you.
I've got no doubt that you probably could run faster than me right now, right? But to say you can maintain a speed of 40 kilometres an hour next to a car, right? When the greatest athletes in the world maintain that speed for no more...
At 45.
At no more than like 8 to 12 seconds, you're telling me you're in better conditioning than
Usain Bolt.
I'm not telling you that.
No, you are. You're saying to me that you can run as fast.
Not as
close,
fast.
You can run as close to.
5 kilometres less.
Well, no, hang on.
All right, we're putting this on Instagram for sure.
It's 5 kilometres less than the world's greatest athletes, and
But I'm not running it for...
and 10 to 15 kilometres better than the average person. That's what you're saying. To be perfectly fucking clear, because dude,
He's a fine genetic specimen.
no, that's what you're saying. Because, like, you know what? I wouldn't disagree that you're quicker than the average person, or like can maintain a top speed, right? I wouldn't disagree with that. I'd say, yeah. That
He's quicker than the average human busting a nut.
May very well be. If we all took off around the corner, chances are 9 times out of 10 you'd fucking beat us every time.
No,
right?
he wouldn't beat me. I'd just clock him. I'd trip him over.
Just punch him in the back of the head. Right?
You ain't beat nothing.
Where you going?
Get down, boy.
Get him. No. Dude, I'm just putting it on record. Like,
Look, he's tucking his shoelaces and getting ready.
Tightening my
Can you
bootstraps.
take his shirt off as well? Roll your jeggings
Oh,
up?
should I get the abs out?
Yeah, get him out.
Should I get the abs out?
It's the aerodynamic, man. You're gonna
I'm telling you, all right, because I have no doubt. I just wanted to be perfectly clear because it's gonna pop.
I know.
in the
Hey,
edit.
if someone asks me, what are you doing? I'm making this junkie run for 5 minutes.
He's running for a pack of smokes. I promised I promised him some papers. All right? I have no doubt, but I want to be perfectly clear. I think you're out of your fucking mind to think you can run at 5Ks less than
I'm not trying to boast. Like, I'm not,
Hey, the proof is in the pudding.
I'm not trying to be like, I could do that. But what I'm saying is, I feel like, being in the car at 40, I feel like I could definitely run that for a little bit of time.
That's
All right,
okay.
let's do it.
That's fine.
So, okay, that's what all I'm saying is...
Make sure to film me driving past.
And the smile.
And then make sure to film the reaction.
Yeah.
That's all I want. And then I'll bring it back around, I'll line up.
And then do a dolly.
Taco's just going up, I bag it up. This cunt just gets in his car and walks away.
All right, let's go.
Alright, time, quick.
Johnny?
For the last time of
what is the
2017,
time? What's the time?
before Johnny gets humiliated on the drag strip.
3:08.
I reckon 3:02.
I reckon you're both wrong. It's right now 2:57. You both
Pretty
suck.
close. You want to cut me again, Price is Right style.
Price is wrong, bitch.
What a dog act. You just Bob Barker.
that took me a week to get over that.
I just did it again.
I only just got over it. I know you did.
Alright, cool. Thanks everyone. Please keep
Have a
liking,
happy New Year.
sharing. I think we need like 2 more likes on Facebook to take us like 200 or
Oh,
something.
please, man. Just get your mum or something.
Someone to
Your
throw
auntie,
it
your
out
mum,
there.
your dog.
Spam us any way you can. Honestly, I know a lot of you guys listen but never do. I understand. I can't be fucked doing it myself. But the only way we're going to grow and be able to do this on a more recurring basis is if you like it, share, and follow. Comment. Let us know what you think.
Make sure you tune in next week to hear about
Yeah.
the 40k man.
No.
Make sure-
We're putting it up on Instagram tonight.
We're, dude, I'm doing the edit after this. I will put it up. See what the hell we're doing. And literally me just driving. It's just, essentially, we're just watching me drive down the street. And Johnny looking upset as the car flies past.
Dude, midway down the strip, I'm going to turn to you like Superman and just smile. And then just take off faster than the car. And you're going to be
Dude,
like, holy shit.
I can see you tripping over.
I would drive.
Yeah, I'm scared about tripping over. I'm actually scared
Dude,
about
I would drive past,
Great on my face.
handbrake it. Happy New Year.
Lose all my teeth. Just ruin my beautiful face.
180 fishtail. Come back and throw a can of Red Bull at you as I'm driving away. Cop that cunt. See you
All
next
right,
week.
let's go. Get ready, Johnny.
All right, call it.
You clever Happy New Year.